Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of This Is Gonna Die podcast. To my left is the amazing, my left-hand man, only has one right hand though, Jimmy Jam Ham, James Major. How you doing today, James?
I'm a little cold.
A little cold?
It's cold in here.
Oh, okay.
I'm cold.
Aren't you wearing a sweater?
It doesn't matter. I'm cold. A man can still be cold, can't he?
You have every right to be. And sitting across me, Nicholas Dickolas.
That's right.
Yeah. How's it going today?
Horny.
Horny?
Always. Always horny.
Okay. So this is episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought we'd make it here, guys. To
How'd
be
you guys-
perfectly honest.
Yeah, I
I
know.
thought they'd
man.
kick our YouTube account off. Right?
Yeah.
We've come a long way.
Yeah. As soon as Chris dropped that N-bomb on the last podcast, I thought it was it.
Yeah. Everything we were saying was completely fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Inaccurate.
I'm glad he did it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad it was him who did it too.
Yeah, right.
Like of the four of us, he was the last one I expected
Yeah.
to do it, and he was the first one of us to do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't have written that better myself.
But he's also the most, he's allowed to say that. Like, Chris is just allowed.
Yeah.
None of us are allowed to talk like that.
Yeah.
He's probably the blackest of us all.
Yeah,
He's
somewhat true.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, even though he's super racist.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. He's not racist.
Yeah. So, how'd you guys like it? Our last episode, listeners. Let's just go ahead and wait for a response, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Waiting.
Waiting. Oh, no responses yet.
They must have hated it.
Check our Twitter account.
All 43 of them.
And I just got 47 tweets. They hated it. Cool. Responding, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it went good. We can't laugh as much.
Yeah.
We apologize for that. We just happen to laugh a lot. And this microphone sucks. So
Yeah.
we're working on it.
Yeah, immediately after recording it, me and James sat down for like the first 3/4 of it and listened to it, and that was by far the biggest problem we noticed is that we had those little outbursts of laughter, and every time everything just became inaudible. You know, we weren't able to distinguish anything of what anybody was saying, and oftentimes throughout that laughter, you know, one of us were trying to talk, and whatever they said wasn't heard because there were 3 other guys laughing their ass off.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll get better though. As we go on with this shit, we'll get better. Our equipment will get better. We'll be able to edit shit out. For now, we're doing everything off of a shitty little cell phone, so
It's going to get better, though.
I don't think so.
I
This is gonna die.
yeah, this is all going to die.
We're at our prime. It's all downhill from here.
So, end of February. You guys looking forward to marching anyway?
I'm just looking forward to Black History Month being over.
Okay. I guess that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Grammys. Is that Oscars? Grammys?
Oscars is tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty big news.
Do you have any favorites coming through that you're like looking forward to? winning or anything?
Just the top one. I mean,
Is,
they're going on right now.
Wait, real quick before we get into this. Lorenzo is our movie guy. He is.
I'm the movie buff of this group.
He
he's
doesn't have a
obsessed.
fucking life, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
Dude, he watches the movies.
if it's anything movie or Batman related,
Yeah, Lorenzo's our guy.
Lorenzo's definitely our go-to guy.
All right, so what are some of your picks?
Right, they're going on right now. But so far they're just going through all the awards that I don't care about, like for like best costume, best makeup, all the stuff that.
Why don't those matter to you?
Because he's a racist.
I'm against makeup artists.
Oh,
I hate them.
that's understandable.
But just the ones I'm looking forward to are the big ones, like the best picture, best actor. Wondering if DiCaprio's finally gonna get that Oscar that everyone thinks he deserves.
Yeah, I thought on the sheer fact that everybody is already aware of it, that he hasn't gotten one yet. I think that would be enough to get him one. Now that everybody's like, it's kind of like all eyes on him. Like,
Yeah.
is he gonna win this year? I think he'll get it this year.
People have been knowing that, like been knowing that he's, full well deserves one at least by now. But now, of all the years, I would say now he's definitely the front runner, and a lot of people are saying that as well. Because I saw The Revenant,
Yeah.
and I gotta say that's a great movie.
I keep hearing people talk about it. It sounds fucking awesome,
Yeah,
but I
it's
just
really
haven't
good.
gotten.
And it's
to
not
watch it.
just him. Like he's really smart about the projects he gets involved in. Like he just like it wasn't just him that was great about the movie. Like a lot of it
Background
was good.
noises,
Like
background noises.
yeah, you done sipping on that
Oh,
Coke?
I'm sorry about that. God.
Yeah, yeah, but like that was just all around a great movie. I wouldn't be surprised if it won Best Picture as well.
Yeah.
And then you got Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress.
I love supporting actors.
Yeah,
Those are my favorite type of actors.
the people that were holding up the best actors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I always wondered what that meant.
They're the ones that are the best actors are standing on top of during the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm not a big movie guy, like, whatsoever. I watch documentaries, but for the most part, I really, really just do not pay any attention to the big ones. I mean, I watched the one that we went to, fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
But that was like...
That's not in any running though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just came out, right? Maybe next year, right?
Well, the Oscars that are going on right now, those are for the movies that came out last year.
Okay.
So even if it might
Yeah.
this time next year be in the running for something.
It's gotta be.
You know, like-
no, it's gotta be.
yeah.
It's such a big movie.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's shattering records all over the place. Financially
it's shattering
wise,
like 2 records.
Showed a record.
yeah, it's making like a lot of money. And one thing that disappointed me, like Nick, I don't know if you heard about this, but like since Deadpool came out and they saw how successful a rated R comic book movie is,
Yeah.
DC and Marvel are like all over it. They want to make, well, not Marvel Studios, I would say like Fox and
Yeah,
Sony.
Fox.
They want to make so many rated R movies now,
Yeah.
and it's gotten ridiculous. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the 2 big ones I've heard so far is they want to make the next Wolverine movie rated R,
Uh-huh.
which is great. You know, I would
Yeah.
I would love to see that too. You know, see him get really violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't really got to see like Berserker Wolverine.
Yeah.
And the other one was Batman v Superman. They're gonna, when it comes out on Blu-ray, they're gonna have a rated R cut as well.
Awesome.
So I'm guessing more violence too.
That
you know,
sounds great.
or maybe more cussing.
That'd be pretty cool.
That sounds like good news, if
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
because
but-
like, you know, Fox and Sony have tried making kid-friendly Marvel movies for so long, and thus far, every single one of them has gotten a reboot. I mean, they made X-Men, and it was garbage. They tried to reboot it with the last, what was the most recent one?
The Days of Future Past.
Days
one.
of Future Past, and Fantastic Four. They made that one. The first one was borderline decent. They've rebooted that since, and I couldn't tell you anything about it. I got halfway through it and fell asleep.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, you know, the first one was good, and then
Shit the bed on the third one.
they destroyed it with the third one.
Yeah.
God, that emo Peter Parker
Dancing. He was like hip thrusting everywhere.
Jesus. That was
Thrusting
a
the shit out of those
disaster, man.
I took that movie as a personal offense because Spider-Man is by far my favorite like superhero.
Mm-hmm.
So that really offended me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because I was pretty young still at the time when it came out. So I didn't understand how badly it sucked until I got a little bit older, and everyone told me like that movie sucks dick, and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" When I was 15, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Or however old it
Yeah.
was when it came out.
Yeah, I was in the same boat too. Like when I first saw it, it was one of the first movies I watched by myself. Like I
Yeah.
went to the movies by myself to watch that movie, and I was just watching it. I was like in awe. I was like, "Oh, it's so amazing." A few years later, or not even a few years later, next couple of times I watched it, I was like, "This is shit.
Yeah.
This is bad."
My whole thing was I wasn't offended for what they did to Spider-Man. I was offended for what they did to fucking Venom, man.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge video game guy, and growing up, one of my favorite games was Capcom versus Street Fighter, and Venom was in the very first one. He was by far one of my favorite players to play as. But, you know, I remember him as big, buff dude, and, you know, fucking vicious-looking face, had that big-ass mouth and that long, crazy tongue.
Scary as fuck.
Scary as shit, and they gave it to some little punk-ass kid, dude.
That 70 show guy.
Yeah.
These are
They
just
gave,
Eric.
they gave it to
Yeah.
fucking Eric Foreman of all people.
Yeah. People like growing up, watching that show. I liked watching that 70s show. Seeing him as Eddie Brock, who like, if you're gonna be accurate at all, he's a big, very big guy.
Yeah.
By himself. And then you see this guy who's like the little twerp of the group
Yeah.
in that 70s show, whose dad is always telling him he's going to put his foot up his ass. I can't take that guy seriously.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Peter Parker's gonna be like, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass.
Yeah,
Venom."
exactly.
Yeah, another big problem with that movie was the consequences of after it, because they were supposed to bring in Carnage, And
Yeah.
but there's no way you could bring in a Carnage and keep it PG. What was it, PG-13 or
Yeah,
something?
Yeah.
That,
No fucking way.
You're talking about a guy who's a serial killer to begin with, belonged in a mental institute, and then he gets exposed to the same stuff that Venom is made out of. Yeah, which makes him even crazier.
Yeah.
And I thought I always favored Carnage over
Venom.
personally.
Yeah.
So man, I was so looking forward to that next one, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
So I was really bummed out about that.
But yeah, like going back to the rated R thing though, like I'm excited for that, but as long as you make the movie good as much with the rated R rating, then it would be if it was like PG-13, you know? Like I don't want it to be rated R just because you're cussing a lot and you know there's some kind of long sex scene or something like that. Like just for stupid reasons like that. Let's throw that in there and we'll get an R rating just to attract the same people who were watching Deadpool.
It's just some of those storylines, some of those comic books, they have to be rated R.
Yeah.
I mean, the comic books would have well been rated R. Like, you know, in an X-Men movie, that you can get away with that being PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
But a exclusively Wolverine movie, like they did with the X-Men or with the Wolverine origin movie, you know, it would have been 10 times better had they made it rated R.
Yeah.
You know, because of the way Wolverine, his character on his own is, you know, that would have been an exponentially better movie had they allowed Wolverine's character to truly be Wolverine's character.
Yeah.
Instead of being, what's his name? I don't remember the fucking actor's name.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman. You know, that was Hugh Jackman with Wolverine's powers.
Yeah.
Are y'all looking forward to anything else in March?
UFC.
Yeah. Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
My boy, Conor McGregor.
On steroids.
Evidently, he's not only him, everybody in the UFC.
The whole UFC is on steroids.
Well, I'm just glad that Nate Diaz went out of his way to expose the entire roster.
That brave soul.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Man.
And then Misha Tate and Holly Holm. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
That on its own.
That could be a pay per view personally.
Yeah.
UFC's gonna be great next year. Or next month, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah. Real quick, y'all's picks to win. Co-main event and main event.
Co-main event. I want Misha Tate to win. I don't know why I've always been a big Misha Tate fan. I just like the fact that her name's Cupcake.
She won me over.
But I can almost guarantee she's not going to. Holly Holmes is gonna fuck her up.
Do you think it's gonna be as bad as the Ronda fight?
No, Ronda Rousey was very emotional in that fight. Ronda, you know, she wasn't fighting like herself in that fight.
Yeah.
You know, she got taken advantage of in that.
It was.
I feel like if she were to get a rematch, I wouldn't go as far as saying she would win it, but she would definitely do a lot better if she managed to clear her head of all that emotion.
Well,
and going into this fight, I feel like Misha Tate isn't going to be that same way. Misha Tate's going to have a clear head on her shoulders, and you know, it may not be the deciding factor of whether she wins or not, but it'll give her a much better chance than Ronda Rousey stood because of, you know, the state Ronda Rousey was in.
Yeah. I think Misha Tate's gonna have a way better chance than Ronda did. Not because she's a better fighter than Holly, because obviously she's not. I mean, Misha Tate's obviously not a better fighter than Ronda, but because just based purely off the styles.
Yeah.
Holly's gonna have a much harder time with Misha. I do think Holly will get it, but no way as dominant as the Ronda fight. Conor and Nate. I think Nate's a different fighter that Conor's ever fought, but I don't think that means he's gonna get it though. I think he's gonna be more of a challenge just because he's got a better chin than a lot of the guys he's fought, and
he's never been finished.
He's been finished once by Josh Thompson, head kick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they said he wasn't even out.
He wasn't out. Yeah, he didn't go completely out, but he did get a fight stoppage. His brother actually threw the towel in also.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's definitely gonna be a different fight for him, but I think Conor has what it takes to get him out of there. I mean, but I don't know. It's a fight. You never know, man.
Yeah.
You never fucking know.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, Conor could go in there and fuck his knee up in the first 30 seconds and be a completely different fighter.
Yeah.
You know, who knows. I'm looking forward to it, though.
It's going to be crazy. What about you, main event?
Absolutely. I don't know, man. Nate Diaz did earn my respect when he called everybody out for being on steroids, man. I really like that.
Yeah.
Those-
For the integrity of the UFC, he has to
If
win.
there's one thing I appreciate in a fighter, it's being able to bullshit. But no, I'm kind of with James on this. Yeah, Conor McGregor has what it takes to beat him. It'll definitely be a challenge for him, but you know, I don't think it's something that Conor McGregor can't overcome.
Yeah.
This is what I like to hear.
Yeah, I bet.
Look,
But if this was the original fight, though, the JDS, or the
RDA.
RDA, yeah. If it was Rafael Dos Anjos fight, I would see it differently, though.
Yeah.
That would be a completely different ballgame. Absolutely different.
Yeah. Well, it's just a different fighter.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like
completely
you're
different
talking
styles.
about like RDA. I believe like out of the whole, like not only in that division or out of the whole franchise, like I'm pretty sure that's like the worst matchup.
Yeah. Well, he's just a
For him.
complete fighter.
Yeah.
He has awesome stand up. He has knees, elbows, and he's got crazy good wrestling. He closes distance way better than anyone in his division.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just so good all around.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes him different from a lot of the people in his division.
Yeah. Like, and of all the things about him, like I was most worried about him just like smothering him. Not
Yeah.
laying and praying,
No.
but like
Staying on him.
staying on him and
Staying
beating the fuck
dominant.
out of him.
Yeah.
That was the one thing where I was like, that's extremely dangerous. Like the moment that Conor would end up on his back with RDA,
Yeah.
that's trouble.
Yeah.
That's a lot of trouble for anybody in
Yeah.
there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's now that it's Nate Diaz, y'all might know that I have a personal thing against him now. He was supposed to teach a seminar at the MMA gym that I go to, Sugarland MMA. And
Oh, there goes a nice plug right
yeah,
there.
nice
Sugarland
plug right there.
MMA.
You're looking to whoop somebody's ass.
Sugarland MMA. Go
That's
there
the-
to get your foot relocated into your ass.
Yeah. But yeah, he was supposed to teach a seminar there. People paid their money. People showed up. 35 people showed up. He was supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock rolls by. 8 o'clock rolls by. By 8:30, the instructor of the gym was like, I guess he's not coming, guys.
Yeah.
Or line up for your refunds. I was like, man, what a piece of shit. Like, what? And he said him and his brother are notorious for that.
Yeah, they've done that to the UFC, so don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
They've done that to their
The people
employer.
who sign their checks. Yeah.
They've missed weigh-ins. They've missed so many media days.
And again, I state, you know, if there's one thing I appreciate in a fighter, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that fucker just never showed up, and
The-
so now more than ever, I'm in McGregor's side.
Yeah.
But the good news is for Nate, at least Nick came out and said that he's actually been training for a triathlon. So at least his stamina.
Yeah.
He's not in fight shape,
Yeah.
but he's endurance. He's in shape endurance.
Yeah, he's not gonna have any problems with stamina. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
that
that's-
either of
yeah.
them ever have.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Nate.
it's
always
never
been,
really been an issue for either one of them.
But we've also never seen. Oh, we've seen McGregor go to the third round before.
He's gone deep in his fights, just not recently. For obvious reasons.
It'll be good though.
Yeah. Rodeo's in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bang Bang Cowboys.
Cowboy boots.
Yes,
I just
Cowboy
want to
hats.
point this out. Anybody knows how fucking quiet it is and how calm it is without Chris?
yeah, Chris.
Man,
Yeah, that-
Chris, that character, dude, Helicopter Chris.
Helicopter Chris.
I know he's gonna listen to this around this point right now. He's sitting at home. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
Man.
for those of y'all who were confused, we didn't have a real helicopter in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That
his
was
sound
actually
effects.
just Chris.
Yeah. As convincing as it was, that was just.
Chris, if you're listening, man, I'm glad you're going.
Yeah, Chris unfortunately passed away this morning. He crashed in his helicopter.
Yeah,
He jumped from a really high building and started making the sound effect, hoping that a helicopter would appear.
he truly believed he was Helicopter Chris.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not.
Oh, Nick, those are some really good tacos.
Oh
there.
my god, yeah! I just had some tacos delivered to me. Now's a good chance to go ahead and give her a plug. But these tacos are brought to you by Daisy Cakes, the best tacos in town. Brought to you by Daisy Cakes.
Oh wait,
Bakery.
I'm not sure if that's right.
No.
Daisy Cakes Taqueria?
Daisy Cakes Bakery also sells tacos. They're great. I'm a little confused.
Do you plan on eating while we're recording?
Absolutely.
Man, this is so not professional. Rogan would never allow this. I'm just saying.
You want me to wait on these tacos?
No. Do what you gotta do. We'll just exclude you from all conversation.
Go ahead. Yeah.
We'll just every time you take a bite, that's when we'll ask you to pop it.
Yeah. Go ahead and mute my microphone while I'm chewing into these delicious tacos. Brought to you by Daisy's Cake Bakery. Daisy's Cakes Bakery. She's doing her best.
The rodeo is actually. I've been trying for a really long time to get a job, like a normal job. Oh, I keep hitting table.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always have these bullshit subcontract jobs, and so the rodeo being in town might have actually just got me a job. They just gotta give me my background test, the background test. And as long as I pass it, I should find out whether or not I have the job tomorrow. So the rodeo being in town is actually very helpful for me, which it usually is. To everybody, it's always good for the economy. Like whenever the Super Bowl goes on, unless you're doing that FIFA soccer thing, that kills off everybody in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I've heard, that's pretty well known that if the World Cup comes to your country, you go bankrupt.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's because the president of FIFA is such a dirtbag. But
didn't they replace him as president? I thought I read about that earlier.
I don't know if he's still in there right now. But they did basically recall him because of all the bullshit that he was, involved in.
Yeah.
Like the past time that they decided where the World Cup was going to be, one of them was Qatar, and they won over the United States. And for those of y'all who don't know, Qatar during the summer, which the World Cup would be held at, it gets in the 120 degrees Fahrenheit regularly during the summer. And to make matters worse, they don't have it's going to take the World Cup is the final, the championship match is going to take place in a city that doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, so they're having to build all this stuff and
they're building a city just for this one event.
Yeah, exactly. And a stadium for this one event too. And the controversy in that lies is that the stadiums that they're building for it, a lot of people are dying.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Like the construction workers.
Yeah,
man, I haven't heard anything about that.
They're bringing them in from other countries. These people who are a lower class. They're poor. They're looking for work.
They're probably undocumented workers too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, most of them are actually documented, but the fucked up thing is that once they get there, the people who are contracting them, subcontracting them, they take their papers and they hold on to them to make sure that they can't go back. They can't leave.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're in these horrible shanties, horrible living conditions. They don't get clean water, all this stuff, and like I said, it gets in the 120s during the summer. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the number of how many of them have died, but they're dropping like flies.
So what's Donald Trump's involvement in this? Because he's got to have a hand in that somewhere.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I think he actually shot all of them to death, right?
Yeah. He's the one making it so hot over there.
I heard he focused the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look really closely, you'll see the sun says Trump on it. He bought it.
If anybody would, it's him.
Yeah.
So guys, we got to get ready for President Trump, though.
Yeah.
I already am.
I've heard.
I'm already white. I'm good.
Yeah.
So I've heard. Yeah.
I've seen memes on Facebook of it says something like getting ready for Trump, and it shows black kids pouring Clorox on them.
or bleach.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Bleach.
Yeah. Like bleach in their skin.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Did you hear about the president of Mexico?
No.
What he said?
Yeah.
He's
like, we're not fucking paying for the
well,
laws.
whatever it was probably in Spanish, so I wouldn't have understood.
Well,
it anyway.
Jorge Ramos, I think that's his last name.
I have no idea.
The guy he told to go back to Univision or whatever. the guy he was interviewing the president of Mexico, and the whole conversation's in Spanish, and then the president's like, Trump, I'm not paying for that fucking wall in perfect English. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Well, it's funny because like Trump has been saying for so long now. He's like, I'm gonna build this huge fucking wall, and they're paying for it. And then people ask him like,
how are you gonna do that?
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I was listening to them on the Adam Carolla show, and Adam Carolla's like, so man, you gotta level with me. How are you gonna get them to pay for this wall? He's like, you don't worry about it, but trust me, I'm gonna make them pay for it. It's like a fucking show.
That's his answer.
Awesome.
That's his answer to everything. It's like, how are you gonna do this? You don't worry about that. I'll get my guys on that. How are you gonna get rid of Obamacare like you say you plan to do? Don't worry about that. Me and my team are gonna get that done. And then they ask him, "Who's your team?" Then he's like, "Don't worry about that. I got people." It's like, dude, fucking, you're not telling anybody anything. You're just kind of saying all the strong points you want your idiot followers to, know.
Like, I saw this meme or joke on Facebook or whatever. It was like an exact quote from him, and they asked him. I forgot what issue they asked him about, but they asked him a question during like one of the primaries or something like that. Oh, it was about the American dream. It was about the American. They're like, Donald Trump, what is your thought? What are your thoughts on the American dream? He's like, oh yeah, the American dream, it's in trouble. Trust me, it's in trouble. Like the American dream, it's still here, but it's in trouble. Did I mention it's in trouble?
Yeah. I mean, he started off on like he like completely changed the subject at some point.
Yeah, he just literally danced around the question, and then somebody commented like, he sounds like every high schooler who is asked a question about a book that they didn't read. They're like, that guy, he did something.
Well, James was actually telling me like a few weeks ago, like one of the things he loves about Donald Trump, I don't mean like supports about Donald Trump, but like one of these things that happens whenever Donald Trump is asked about somebody he has an opinion on, his response is just about always the same. It's always like, I don't like him. He's a bum.
He's not a good person.
He's a bum. Didn't you say he shortly after Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, he endorsed, did Ronda Rousey.
Shortly after Ronda Rousey endorsed what's his name,
Bernie
Sanders. Somebody asked Donald Trump like, so what is your opinion on Ronda Rousey? And he said the same thing. I don't like her. She's a bum.
She's not a good person. I'm glad she loves.
She's not a good person.
We're all just bums and losers.
It's like this professional fighter, this woman is paid millions of dollars to fight in a ring for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
How the hell is she a bum?
Yeah.
It's good stuff though.
Did you see?
I enjoy it.
Did you see Marco Rubio like it's like
reading his tweets and shit?
No. Like he
I heard
pretty
about
much embarrassed him in the last debate that they were in, and he was,
I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, they asked Trump a question, and then he brought up Rubio for some reason, and then Rubio started defending himself. And I think the question was actually I don't know what the question was, but Trump's response was, it was something about the insurance company, and his response was like, we're going to take away the state lines or whatever, so there's more competitions between insurance companies and states or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's going to be beautiful. And then Marco Rubio was like, oh, now he's repeating himself. He's like, no, I don't repeat myself. And then he said the exact same thing again. He's like, yeah. And so then he's like, okay, then state your plan. He's like, my plan is that we're going to take away the state line so there's more competition.
You just repeated yourself.
Yeah. He's like, Rubio repeated himself 3 times last week. You just repeated yourself 3 times right now.
To balance out this conversation though, I have a couple theories about Trump and his supporters. There's a couple.
Do tell.
Okay. So my first one is why are people supporting him? And here's what I don't personally support him. I find him entertaining. In the same way you go to a circus and watch a poor elephant, bounce around a ball and act like an asshole. Excuse me. So people are really tired of career politicians. That's all we've had for like however long. Where people are really tired of. I know you're gonna say this before the vote, and I know you're gonna say this while you're running for the presidency, but I'm not actually gonna do this. I'm just saying this stuff to get in there, and that's what happened with Obama. People are very upset with a lot of things about Obama. He changed so many of his views once he got in there, once he got in office, and people are just kind of tired of career politicians. So when Trump goes up there and he sucks dick at speeches and stuff like that, it's because he's not a politician.
Yeah.
Also, here's another theory. this is a big fucking joke because he's trolling the shit out of everybody. That's another theory that I believe is totally could be true.
Well,
But he's just because he's so like he's so not a politician that it's so funny that he's making fun of shit. He's calling people bums.
he was just bored.
Yeah, I swear to God, like it's the most entertaining presidency that we've ever dealt with.
Yeah, one theory I actually heard when he first announced that he was running. One theory I heard that actually sounded like it held some merit was that he's actually in support of the. Now this is a huge conspiracy theory type thing. You know, it as much as it sounds logical, it also just as easily sounds like bullshit. But one of the things that was said was that he was actually convinced to run by the Democrats, specifically Bill Clinton. There was a big rumor saying that Bill Clinton was the one who convinced him to run so that he would thin out the Republican votes.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, you know, if you have Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton splitting the Democratic votes 50-50, and then Rubio, Cruz, and Trump splitting the votes 33-33-33,
Yeah.
you know, then doesn't matter which Democrat wins, they win by more.
Yeah, I've heard that theory, and it makes a lot of sense.
It does.
I'm not the thing about Clinton, though. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
But just in general about splitting the vote, that makes a whole lot of sense. But I don't know. I don't know how accurate that is. But it just makes sense.
Tip a big little bit of news about the Oscars. That movie I was telling you about, Ex Machina, just won Best Visual Effects.
Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
just asking about that movie earlier.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna go to Mad Max. To be completely honest.
Oh man, Mad Max is so fucking good.
Yeah,
I
like
loved it.
well, like the reason I thought it was gonna go to that one is because like every effect that you saw in that movie, well, pretty much every effect that you saw in that movie, it was all practical. Like
Yeah.
there was very little CGI in there. Like
Right.
the cars tumbling and crashing and shit like that. That was all real.
Yeah.
You know, and it looked great. But I gotta say, Ex Machina was pretty good too. Solely because like of how realistic they made her look.
Yeah.
It's about a robot essentially, and
Even all the things that were in there that were CGI, it was good CGI.
yeah, it was. Yeah, there was not one bad. You know, there's not one thing that looked bad.
Yeah.
You didn't look at it and go like, "Oh, that looks."
It was
fake
an
as shit.
aesthetically beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as CGI,
the poster was definitely nice. I didn't see the movie, but the poster had sweet graphics on there.
Yeah.
I do want to see it though. It looks kind of cool, and
that
I've heard a lot of
ass
people.
was so good.
Was it? I definitely gonna watch
that
it.
robot ass of hers.
Yeah.
Come and get some of my sweet steel. Okay.
All right. This just went off the rails.
Man, I seriously can't get over how quiet it is without Chris.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Chris.
Rest in
Helicopter
peace,
been
man.
one of those.
You know, I heard he actually broke his finger once.
Yeah.
He was digging in his butt and someone scared him. Oh man, he wasn't able to pick his nose for a week.
Moving on from the dad jokes.
I just know he's gonna listen to this and he's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, you're just trying to get.
I'm trying to appeal to him.
Yeah. Well, he's listening to us at all times, you know, because now he's no longer with
He's
us.
here.
He's with us in spirit.
He's with us in spirit.
Yeah.
Get out of the chair, Chris.
Go ahead and have a moment of silence.
Fuck you,
for-
Chris.
Ooh. All right. Never mind then.
Man, have some respect.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while, trying to figure out who we should bring in. We're gonna try to have maybe a different person in every week. Although actually, Chris is gonna do the next one. Not
Yeah.
he wasn't able to make it today, but he'll do the next one. He's not able to make it to all of them.
Yeah, I'll bring the Ouija board.
Rest in peace, Chris.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, as far as our podcast go and like, you know, who we're gonna include in it, like actually be on the show. So far it seems to be us four are, you know, the main ones that are definitely gonna be in it at all times.
Well, no, it's the three of us.
Yeah,
'Cause-
well, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
He's not a permanent fixture.
Yeah, the three of us, between myself, James, and Lorenzo, we're actually all roommates. To those of you who don't know, we live in the same house together. So
we mate with each other
yeah, actually,
in our rooms.
absolutely. Every now and then during thunderstorms, James will actually get scared and come cuddle up in bed between me and my girlfriend. It's real nice. He's actually a lot warmer than one would think. But, you know, the three of us all live here, so it's pretty much easy to, you know, get the three of us into a podcast. Just say, hey, you guys feel like doing it tonight? And
I'm just wondering why.
Lorenzo always misinterprets that question. He gets super excited, and we got to disappoint him. We got 30 minutes of talking him down, trying to get him to put on his clothes. But then we can go ahead and get started on the podcast. As far as Chris goes, though, he lives a little farther, so it's harder to get him in on a regular basis. But
Rest in peace, Chris.
yeah, rest in peace, Chris. We have a lot of plans to get a lot of our close friends and acquaintances on the show. I have a lot of people requesting to be on the show already, and we're definitely interested in a lot. Actually, funny story. My mom called me the day after we posted the first podcast, and she goes, "So I heard your podcast," and I was like, "Oh God damn, what'd you think?" She goes, "I think it was funny," and I was like, "Well, at any point were you offended?" She goes, "Yeah. Absolutely, I was." I was like, "I'm so sorry." She goes, "No, I understand. That's what you guys trying to do." I was like, "We weren't trying to offend anybody.
We just naturally do.
Just a happy coincidence." But yeah, even she expressed interest on being on the show, which I think would definitely be interesting because there's a reason I'm so fucked up. My mom has a lot to do with that. But,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, if your mother were to listen to the podcast, what would you expect her to feel, or how do you expect her to feel about it?
The first episode?
Yeah.
I feel like this episode isn't as bad, but
No,
that
it's
first
definitely
episode-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so probably the first half of the pod. I'll probably just tell her to skip over the first 45 minutes or so.
Just go ahead and go to the last 10 seconds, Mom, when we say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think she'll like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think she'll be offended though, or be like
No,
Or-
she's
or-
not.
or even
easily offended.
disappointed.
Yeah, she's not
disappointed?
Yeah, either in you or the people you associate yourself with.
Probably that.
Yeah, she's just like,
She's like, what kind of people are you hanging out with?
I mean, you weren't that bad on the show, but one of your friends dropped the N-bomb.
I'm like, Mom, he has the right to say that.
Yeah. You know who he is. He's the president of Illusions
Yeah.
Incorporated.
CEO owner.
Yeah. I can't
Co-founder.
burn any bridges with him because he has the trophy that's rightfully mine.
Mhm. Yeah, you got to apply. You're going to work for him next year, so
Rest in peace, Chris.
rest in peace,
Rest in
Chris.
peace. Yeah. Oh hell! Since he's dead, can you imagine how good Illusions is gonna be?
Oh God, he's gonna haunt that
Damn
thing
it!
himself.
He's gonna be the best actor. How good can you? How much more good can you get? He's
Yeah.
dead. He's gonna scare the shit out of
He didn't even
everybody.
have to do his own makeup.
Yeah. Damn it.
Nice. Yeah, that'll work out real nice. This year. Rest in peace, Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces. You fuck.
Helicopter Chris, you're out there somewhere, high in the sky, going.
Yeah, that's gonna be him in the haunted house. He's gonna be going up to everyone as a ghost, just going.
Really, what the fuck is that, a helicopter?
Yeah.
And then bust out into his radio voice. Hey, top of the hour, going south on 45. I don't know, man. He does it way better.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he actually told me about this dude Alan. That he said he's like a crazy podcast guy too. I met him at a punk rock show once, but we talk on Facebook. He's a really cool guy. He actually told me that he'd be really interested in to talk to you to sit down for the podcast. So I might look into that one of these future episodes.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that we have interest in bringing onto the show at one point or another. I mean, we're barely on the second episode, and already, we have. Oh man, I can easily say at least 5 or 6 people off the top of my head who have asked to be on the show, much less people we've already considered prior to even introducing the idea.
And we've got a bunch of A-lister celebrities demanding to be on the show.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan is
Yeah.
just begging.
Yeah. Well, we can't name drop. Let's not name drop. Just trust
I'll name
us.
drop. I don't give a fuck, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, if you're listening, dude, you'll get on this show when I say you get on this show.
Yeah, stop.
Just keep emailing us. Eventually, we'll reply.
Yeah, maybe we'll respond.
I don't want to say names, but his name rhymes with Murad Smith.
Oh,
Oh
that
man.
guy. Yeah.
No names.
Yeah.
Practically. Yeah, and his wife.
Mangelina
yeah,
Moly.
Yeah.
I just want to point out Mangelina real quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna name my first daughter Mangelina.
I'm your dog.
Yeah, all you A-list celebrities, you'll get on eventually, okay? Trust us. I mean, we got a long list of people that we want to bring on, but, you gotta have friends first. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta stay humble.
Absolutely.
You gotta stay humble.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I also want to bring on that guy
Absolutely.
that I work with, Daniel, the guy I told you about.
Oh, damn Daniel.
Yeah, damn Daniel.
Yeah. Back at it again with the white vans.
Yeah.
I gotta get it. Fucking as well.
Yeah, this guy, he's an interesting character.
Oh,
Well, I
really?
don't know if you want to say his name or where you work for.
Well, he
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say who I work for.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's just a guy I work with. Okay.
you work for what, an extermination
No,
company?
Yeah,
let's
so-
not-
yeah.
We're not gonna name drop, but
Let's not
let's
get
just
into
say it
that.
rhymes with.
No.
Yeah, you're getting fired tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, his name's Daniel. I work with him. This guy, he's in his 40s. He's
I like him already.
Yeah, almost 50. And me and this other guy who, we're the youngest guys that work basically for this company. And I'm going to be 22. This guy's 24. And we're all at this job one time. And, generally our jobs take a long time, like 2 or 3 hours sometimes. So we're just chilling out, taking a little break one time by one of the trucks. And he... for some reason, we noticed that he's always just like chipper, always got a smile on his face. Whenever he's training us and we screw up something, he just smiles and is like, "Oh, you silly guys, that's not how you do this." He never once gets frustrated at anything. Or if we have like 12 hours worth of work ahead of us, and
He takes it all in stride.
Yeah, he's just always smiling.
Yeah.
And one day we just asked him like, "Why are you always smiling? Like, it's not bad. We're just asking you why you're always smiling." So then he's like, you really want to know why? And we're like, yeah. He's like, I have sex every day.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, and he's Salvadoran, so he has this accent. He's like, I have sex every day. Super deep voice. And we're like, what? He's like, really? Yeah. And then we're like, oh, damn, Daniel.
I feel like the only appropriate response would have been to be like, "What's his name?"
And then he took it a step further. He was like, "Yeah, I probably get laid more than you two guys."
Wow.
And we were like,
bold
"Probably,
statement.
yeah, yeah." Well, he's married, so like, yeah, I would say he has a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
But yeah,
At least he does. We don't know about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he say they were
I'm
having
like,
sex?
is
Or,
she-
Yeah.
or is she having sex?
He goes home every night. Listen, wife, either
rapes her.
we're having sex or I'm having sex.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Yeah. Rape jokes.
Yeah, it went from
Where
healthy
we-
marriage to horrible.
He's just got her in a dungeon.
I have sex every day.
like, she's willing, right, Daniel?
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the rape.
But yeah, that's one guy that be interesting to talk to.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who my all-time number one guy I would love to get on the show?
Joe Rogan.
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, of course. He's god of podcast. But Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, yes.
Nobody else can get that interview.
Oh, God.
Dude, that would immediately boost all of our everything.
We'll give him
Yeah.
a Quaalude. He'll be more open
Yeah.
to it.
Something tells me that's not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, we'll have our people reach his people, but
We'll see.
I hear he's a hard person to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I'll just get the which jail he's in.
Yeah.
I'll mail him
Oh
some.
man, that dude will never see
Some
Dave
request.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll never happen.
I hope not. I'm a big Bill Cosby supporter.
When I first heard about it, I was like, "This is bullshit. It can't happen." Because like, for the listeners who are like much younger than us, like they already know. But like, he was an avid
He was
supporter of the black people not acting like, I don't know, like stereotypical black people. I guess I don't know. Like he would always tell them, quit wearing your fucking pants like that.
Yeah.
Like he was the TV dad that
Pick
was
up your
telling
pants, go to
you
school,
raise your kids. Like he
stop being violent towards the police.
Yeah, like he was that guy, and I know that a lot of black people don't.
Hey.
Something about cool pudding,
Jello,
Jello.
and the Pokemon and the
and picking sweaters and whatnot.
Yeah. But yeah. And then when it turns out he's fucking raping all these chicks.
Yeah,
It's like what the fuck was? You're telling me-
allegedly
Allegedly.
raping all
yeah,
these chicks.
we gotta throw those in. We're gonna get emails.
No, you know what? Fuck that.
Wait, hold on. I've already gotten 4 twats already. I mean, tweets.
Not call them twats if they're
Twats,
defending him.
I hate that word.
Let's talk about that.
No, let's not.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He'll never see Jello time. It's crazy though.
Yeah.
What's the update on this Grammy stuff? or
yeah,
Oscars,
well,
whatever they're
So,
called.
considering Grammys were months ago.
What's the update on Grandma Oscar?
Oh, sweet. Inside Out won Best Animated Film.
Good.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
dude, I
The
fucking
one that
love
I watched.
I've never even seen that.
I
have
love
never even
that
seen
movie.
it.
You know, we're gonna dedicate a day, sometime this week. You're gonna watch every movie that wins one of these big Oscars. You're gonna watch it.
You know what? I will do that only after you fucking watch Brokeback Mountain with me.
Oh god, this shit.
Lorenzo
Yeah, that's
just flat out refuses to
I
watch
do not-
Brokeback
okay.
Mountain with me.
He's a homophobe.
He
I
hates
am
the
not.
homosexuals.
Yeah.
He hates them.
He last time we actually took him to a gay club because we were out on the Montrose area in Houston.
Dude, I
And,
blended in.
Man, dude, me and James were just having a couple drinks at the bar, and we turned around. He's over there handing out pamphlets to pray away the gay. And
Yeah.
oh god, it was outrageous. We had to get him out of there. He was about to get attacked by 6 angry men with high heels.
Yeah. And then on the way out, the car was going really slow, and we were like, "What the hell's going on, man?" We turned around, and in the rear view window is a guy with a rope around his neck, wearing assless chaps. It was ridiculous.
I was like, Lorenzo, did you tie another one to the bumper, man? Come
Like, what are
on.
you doing,
This
man?
is the 3rd time this week.
So I don't know. We don't know what to do with it, man.
Yeah, we seriously got to get something done with this kid. I mean, seriously, watch this movie, Brokeback Mountain. It'll change your point of view on
Okay,
that, man.
if I watch this movie,
Yes.
will that absolve me from all the wrong I've done?
That's between you and God.
Well, that's really between you and the cops.
That'll be my defense in
Yeah.
court.
Look, man, you
Yeah.
can't. Look, I know I murdered like 6 homosexuals,
Homosexual.
but look, man, I watched Brokeback Mountain like once. I got like halfway through it, and I tolerated it that much. That should be something, right?
No, my theory is that Lorenzo is secretly gay, and that watching that movie will give him such an enormous boner that none of us will be able to, like, we won't be able to deny it anymore. We're like, oh, okay, he's
I
got a
can't
boner.
watch
He's
no
watching
more.
Brokeback
My
Mountain.
penis can only get so erect.
Quick disclaimer: I'm not a homophobe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude,
That's exactly
you know,
what a homophobe
yeah.
would say.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I don't hate gay people.
Yeah.
I just don't want them in my country.
Moving on. Inside
Oh, of course
Out.
you.
I bet you
I
would.
bet you'd want to
I
move on
bet
from
you
this
would.
conversation.
Yeah.
Is it making you feel uncomfortable, Lorenzo? Come on, man.
Fine, I'll watch Brokeback Mountain.
Stop with all
Will
this
you?
hate.
Yeah.
Are
Stop
we
with
gonna
all
agree on
this-
this?
Okay, we'll handshake right.
Well, you want to do it on Eskimo Kiss?
Homophobe, dude.
you're
You got it. You
Yeah.
got to Eskimo kiss with him. Don't be.
Don't be a homophobe, dude.
Don't be a
Just kiss
bigot.
me.
All right. Come on.
All right, we're gonna kiss on camera.
Oh, they're actually doing
No,
this.
this is
man.
weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, how the tables have turned, James.
That's true. That was,
It only
that was-
turned because you were trying to sneak in tongue. Do you not know what an Eskimo kiss is, man? God. Just picked his
man.
nose with your tongue. That was gross, man. It was
We gotta get a video.
absolutely, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, well, I got a video. I was recording it with my cell phone that whole time. I'm not going to miss out on this action.
But Inside Out.
That's spank
You know
bank
what?
for later.
I don't know. This is
it's
the
a-
first time I'm hearing of
Well,
its
it's
existence.
it's a movie about
Emotions.
emotions basically.
Actually, dude, it's
Emotions?
yeah,
Emotions,
It's
yeah.
a children's movie. It's one of those animated Pixar movies. I gotta say, it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like,
It's up there with like toy. You know how Pixar is, like Toy Story and
Yeah.
you know all that stuff.
Finding
like,
Nemo.
Finding Nemo. You know, it's a kids movie, but anybody can relate to it.
yeah,
Okay.
You know?
it's got emotions and shit.
Yeah.
I like emotions.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
fun.
I feel
That
those.
chick Amy Poehler, the one from Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Which one does
stars
she
in it.
play?
She's the main character, Happiness or
The
Joy?
Joy?
Joy, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joy.
Yeah, she's so fucking hot in that movie, dude. God.
The look of disgust on my face.
Oh, you would be the green one, right?
Yeah.
What's the green
Disgust.
Disgust.
Yeah.
She was like a little bitch. That's
Yeah,
what I remember.
She's just a little misattitude.
Yeah.
Is this a recent movie?
Yeah, like I said, it was
you know,
all from
you know which
2015.
one I like. I like the blue one. She was hilarious that whole movie. She was adorably
annoying as
hilarious.
shit.
No, dude, you know what I liked about her? I bet if like they were real people, she'd be the easiest. Definitely, by far. I like that.
I like this movie.
I like that girl.
Yeah, she seemed like she had daddy issues.
To my girlfriend, when you listen to this, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that.
You're my world, my everything.
You're my world. Great tacos, by the way. Great tacos. Brought to you by Daisy Cakes. She's doing her best.
Yeah, yeah. Plugging in this again. Daisy Cakes.
Go ahead and give them the email address.
Well, this is a Facebook page.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
if you really want if you got some kind of birthday or special occasion coming up where you need cakes, any kind of cake, cupcakes, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, not even cake pops, cakes in various forms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just you've already found your solution. Just go to Daisy Cakes.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/delightful Daisy Cakes.
If you order within the next 30 seconds, you'll actually get 10% off your first $300.
Yeah, that's right now though. If depending on when you listen to this podcast, it might not be valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be uploading this at about 4 a.m. So good luck with that, by the way. Good luck.
Yeah.
And if you make it, you've earned it.
Yeah.
Because you're psychic.
Yeah. Is that her phone ringing over there? Oh shit.
Yeah. But yeah, Daisy Cakes.
Yeah, they make stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying her best.
Definitely go to her Facebook page. She's got a bunch of pictures up there.
Yeah, on a serious note, she's pretty good. I mean, yeah, she's pretty good.
She's all right.
Like, should we give like her credentials?
Should we keep lying? Or?
Recently graduated from the Art Institute for the baking.
She actually
was it baking or culinary?
I
think it was like a business.
baking.
Yeah.
It was baking.
Yeah, it was baking. So she went to school for this, where she literally just baked
Yeah.
all day. So,
Yeah. Well, on top of that, she was working at a bakery already.
yeah.
I can't name drop which bakery she was working with, but yeah, she's been working there for about 2 years now, and
This is a really long commercial.
Hey,
We're just
look.
trying to make sure.
Well, you know what? Hey, sometime in the future, we might get her on the show. I don't know, depending on how interesting she seems.
Oh, so never. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Eventually,
We'll have a baking
we'd,
companion.
we'd like to get her on the show, and we'll talk about some cakes and shit.
Yeah, we'll all get baked.
She'll educate us all on the art of putting shit in the oven.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely check her out.
Yeah, no, don't
Yeah,
check.
check her out.
Look, guys.
Check out her Facebook page.
That's my girlfriend. I'll kick your ass. But yeah, look at Daisy Cake's Facebook page. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Yeah. Any update on the Grammys?
Nope, that's not yet.
No.
So anything? Well, what else are y'all looking forward to in the upcoming month, March? My birthday, which is what I'm
You're
waiting
gonna,
for.
dude,
you're
you know
gonna go
what?
meet Coheed.
That's right. Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
right. He is gonna go meet Coheed, his favorite band.
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah.
Oh, let me give him a plug real quick.
Oh god.
You guys looking for some new
Oh,
music?
no.
A new band?
Yeah.
Are
They-
you one of those guys who, like I was, where you struggle to find that bridge between music and comic books? Look no further.
Definitely check out their music. They got this really badass song called Tom Sawyer. Oh man, that's a great fucking song.
No, they don't. But yeah, like Coheed and Cambria, great band. Should definitely check them out. I recommend their latest album.
If
The
you like
Aftermath.
Rush cover bands, definitely check out Coheed and Cambria.
I recommend their latest album, The Afterman. Or no, that's not their latest album anymore.
Oh, what the
God,
fuck, dude?
I've done goofed.
Oh man,
No,
and
I'm
you
not-
call yourself a fan?
The Color Before the Sun is their latest album, but it's not my favorite.
The Color
Afterman
Before the
is.
Sun?
Yeah, The
What
Color
color?
Before
Wait, the
the Sun.
Aftermath or Afterman?
Afterman.
What the
Wait.
fuck does that mean?
Afterman.
They got some weird ass album titles.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're gonna do
fuck.
both this.
What have I done?
God. No, all right,
both
let's
the
go
rest of
ahead and
this
change the
podcast.
subject now. Oh, so
All right, but yeah, conceptual album, great. All of them are.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna meet them. I'm.
What are you gonna ask?
you should definitely show them this podcast.
You know,
man.
you ask me this all
Hey,
the time, and
hey, you know
I
what?
still don't know.
Hey, when you meet them, ask Claudio to be on our podcast, please.
Oh.
Do us that favor.
No,
Just-
I'll get them to
Give him to
say
do a shout
something.
out.
Yeah,
give him a
I'll
shout
definitely
out.
try to do that.
Yeah,
Let's take advantage of the guy you
Take-
barely
take-
know.
take James's phone with you, which is currently our only recording device, and do a podcast with him on the spot.
Yeah.
Interview him, man,
Yeah.
for our sake.
Ask him a bunch of generic questions.
I'm-
So, why do you like playing music so much?
How big's your dick?
No, but yeah, that's probably a good idea. I should probably do that.
We should
But
all get tickets.
after I get done holding back the tears,
Yeah.
because that man.
Dude, you're gonna be absolutely
Yeah.
starstruck, man.
Yeah. What?
You're not gonna say it, Dan. You just go,
Maybe I'll pass out and he'll
Yeah.
give me CPR.
oh yeah, like that's gonna happen.
On your penis.
Quick, he's passed out. Somebody give him dick to mouth.
Well, speaking on the subject, have any of y'all like ever met like
had a
y'all's-
dick in my mouth.
Dick smell.
Yeah. What was it like the last time you did that?
I had a dick in my mouth. What time is it?
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry about the premature come. By the way.
Or are you gonna ask
No,
if we
like-
met any of our?
Yeah, like not y'all. Like they don't have to be y'all's idols, but people
Yeah.
that like.
A fame.
You ever been starstruck like by anybody?
I've never been Star Trek, but I have met Jesse Leach from Killswitch twice, and they're like usually my favorite American band.
Mm-hmm.
And it was easy to talk to him because he's such a fucking normal, cool guy. Like he's like talking to your friends, and he's respectful and polite, and he's just.
We also once pretended to be Jesse Leach too.
That's a long story.
That's a story for another podcast. Maybe if James brings it up later.
Also, Hector met the dude. I think he met some dudes from Darkest Hour a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hector seemed to. They seem to be good guys.
Anybody y'all ever met that y'all were disappointed in?
Oh, Arch Enemy.
Arch Enemy? Which
You
one?
were
Who?
disappointed
Like the
in
whole
them?
band?
I mean, no. I met the two guitarists, Chris and his brother Michael.
Michael Hammett.
Michael Emmett and Chris
Yeah.
Emmett, and then the bass player Paolo. I forgot his name. They're Swedish. I don't fucking know. And they were cool, but they seemed like. I mean, it wasn't disappointing. They were talking, but they really just seemed like they didn't want anything to do with us. And at the time, it was in 2008, so I was really, really into Arch Enemy at the time. Like they were still coming out with some pretty good albums. I'm not a fan. I'm not too big of a fan anymore. But at that time, I was a huge fan.
Well, didn't you? Was that before or after? Like they became like a completely new band. Like didn't you say all
it
the
was like-
original
it was like-
members are?
Well,
now they're
yeah,
all dead?
they've gone through really like two really big changes.
He's a
Each time,
vocalist.
yeah, each time they've changed their vocalists, they completely changed their sound up.
Yeah, but right now, both guitarists are missing. I think Daniel's still in there, I believe. But the vocalist is gone also.
When you met them, was that with Angela?
Yeah,
or-
that was with Angela.
With
yeah.
Angela?
But
Okay.
she didn't even come out to. I mean, I don't know. She could be tired, so I'm not gonna hold that against them.
Yeah,
But I don't know how often.
she sticks around.
Yeah, I don't know.
after the
I'd like to hear like how often that she doesn't come out. I'd be curious to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. Being on a fucking tour bus with dudes and coming out and playing the same fucking songs every night for years, you probably just don't. You're tired.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just have like an overload of meeting people, and you want to go fucking lay down, eat something, and just not talk to people. I get it. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't judge her for that if that is the case.
Yeah, like my biggest fear is that like the reason part of the reason why I didn't know what I was gonna say to him is because it's so hard to just not come off.
Yeah, like what if he's a dick?
yeah,
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 that's
like,
what I'm
like
asking.
yeah,
Because like this is a guy you look up to. This is a guy you've always idolized. You love their band. You love the music he puts out, and you feel like it truly speaks to you.
Yeah.
If I can speak on your behalf for a second, but you know, like what
And you
if
can't
you?
get people.
Yeah, what if you meet him and he's just an absolute dick? Like you walk up and be like, "Oh my God, Claudio, it's such an awesome thing to meet you, man. You know, I look up to your music so much." He's just like, "Who the fuck is this kid?
yeah.
Did I tell y'all could let him back here?" And you're just like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on?"
Total rock star. Attitude.
Yeah, just total fucking rockstar attitude. Like I thought y'all said y'all were gonna give these tickets to some fucking women or something.
Yeah. Unless this kid's gonna suck my dick, get him out of here.
Yeah. He looks at you, Lorenzo. Tell you get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's definitely well, not so much a fear because like from what I've seen so far and the interviews I've seen him give and like because I look up these kind of things all the time just to
Well, the shower scenes I've seen him in.
Yeah. Well, he seems like a genuinely nice guy. Like I relate to him a lot, and you know,
Hey, you know what?
because he's such a big comic book nerd too.
You know what? Bill Cosby seemed like a genuinely nice guy.
I hope he's.
I hope he's into the shit Bill Cosby's into. If he roofies me and I wake up butt naked after spending the night with Claudio,
Oh,
it
God.
wouldn't be bad.
I hope he doesn't listen to this.
Claudio, seriously, if you're listening,
Seriously,
man,
butt rape him.
we need you on our podcast.
Yeah.
Clarify some things for us.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what they say though? You don't want to meet your idols,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I've met a couple of them. They're cool though.
Yeah, like he just seems like a cool guy, you know. And I just hope that I don't catch him on like a bad night or something
Yeah.
like that. You know?
Like if they had a shitty set and the audience wasn't into it, maybe his girlfriend's giving him shit. You could just meet him on the wrong fucking.
He's
night.
married,
His wife.
and maybe his
Well,
maybe
maybe
his son,
his girlfriend.
He has
Maybe his
yeah,
Yeah,
girlfriend.
maybe his side chick is gay.
Oh God, if I caught, I'd be pretty disappointed. In that.
What if he loves Brokeback Mountain? What if he's like, listen, Lorenzo, let's talk about Brokeback Mountain.
all night.
I don't want to talk about comic books, my music, my influence on you as a human being. Let's speak about the film Brokeback Mountain. What are you gonna do with yourself?
He's gonna hit himself
Yeah.
a few times. Like, wake up, wake up,
Yeah.
wake up.
That'd be great.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Oh,
That's
Here
pretty
in
cool.
Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
I'll get him to get like that shout out like that Joe Rogan has in his
Yeah.
podcast, like oh, this is gonna die podcast, check it out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or what if I somehow convince him to give us a shout out at the end of the concert,
Nah.
or at some point during the concert?
Yeah.
I doubt they'd be able to even do that.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't see that happening.
I doubt he would.
I'll tell him, but if he doesn't remember, then I can't get.
No, I really wouldn't risk it because then you'd be like, look at this fucking kid trying to get shit from me.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that with someone you don't know.
Well, like I've seen other times when he's like, people come up to him like out of the blue and ask him for interviews, and he has like no problem with it.
Yeah.
So hopefully he.
Take your cell phone
Like-
with you. Interview him.
Yeah,
As a
that's
member of This Is Gonna Die, you have to interview, man. It's
Yeah.
your fucking job.
That's my job.
I understand
we
he's
took
your
a blood
idol.
oath.
I understand he's your idol, man, but commit to your fucking job.
Yeah. On top of that, he wouldn't be able to give a shout out to it unless he's actually heard it and approved of the quality.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Because he
Yeah.
doesn't know what's on here, and if he doesn't like that shit, and then I could see how that could be an issue.
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
probably-
You should send it to him on Instagram. Send him the link to it. I don't know. I mean, try it. I mean, Instagram people talk to their fans, right?
Yeah.
I've had a bunch of people like celebrities like follow or like something of mine on Instagram. It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, he's super crazy about that one chick that's followed you on Instagram and Facebook. Or
I'm not super crazy. Let's
no,
clarify
dude,
this.
no, hold on. No, you
Who's
fucking
this?
giggle every time they like one of your statuses or something like that.
I don't know. There's a couple of them actually.
Yeah, there.
There's actually Evan Smith who fights for the UFC.
Oh, she liked something of yours?
yeah, she's like something and she's
Really?
yeah.
Isn't
She
one of-
commented?
She's on it. I can't remember who it was. There's another chick that commented. Oh, for the chick from Conquer Divide.
Conquer Divide, yeah.
Yeah, she's
their
liked a
singer.
couple of my statuses.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I fangirled pretty hard.
Oh, dude, get him on the show, man.
Oh, dear, I would.
Come on, man. Go ahead and post on their page. Look,
You sound extremely desperate. Like, look, I know there's hardly any chance of you seeing this.
Look,
Yeah.
man. You liked a few of my posts. I'm thinking maybe you'll like this one.
No, that would be super cool though. Yeah, I mean, and that would be more realistic because Coheed's huge. I mean, they're pretty fucking big. They've sold millions of albums.
Yeah.
But the Conquer Divide, this is their first album, and they're touring on it, and they just got signed like a year ago. So that would be a much more realistic. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to bug somebody like that.
And like, I remember one of the bands that's touring with Coheed, I the Mighty, which is a pretty good band. I like them. You know, when we first saw them, that's how they kind of got a little bit bigger. Was they toured with Coheed, and they were very well received from the audience members. Put on a pretty good show. And then I want to say about 2 years ago, after we saw them, I really liked them, and all the band members had their own Facebook page.
Right.
So I sent them a message, and I was like, "Hey, big fan." You know, it was a few months after the tour. I was like, are y'all planning on touring by yourselves anytime soon?" And I sent this long paragraph just saying that, just saying I'm a huge fan. Just wanted to know if you as a band are going on a tour by yourselves anytime soon. He replied to me, "Nope."
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah,
man.
I was like, okay, I can't get completely mad at that, but it was annoying. My girlfriend Paula was more annoyed than I was. Like, to this day, she still doesn't like.
What's that band called?
I the Mighty.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good band, but their lead singer, kind of a douche for doing that.
Yeah.
In my eyes now,
Yeah.
for saying that, like, couldn't even say like, if you took the time to reply to that in that way. Could use a couple more characters to say,
Yeah. Maybe
"Hey man,
emoji.
thanks for the support" or something like that.
Yeah.
It just shows like he's not, like his fan base isn't that important to him.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, to be completely honest, but like when these guys are getting to the very bottom of that, like touring with Coheed, that's still pretty bottom. But for the local scene, that's top. That's like the big fucking thing. So he probably still has a big head from being at the top of his local scene.
Yeah.
No matter even if what he's doing right now is insignificant. Even though it's not. I mean, touring. I mean, you gotta be pretty fucking good to tour with Coheed.
Yeah, like, and that whole tour, they're touring with them again, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'll probably meet them.
Well,
oh,
you
I
can
should
tell
bring
them to
that
go fuck
up.
themselves.
Yeah, I should bring that up. I should be like,
should bring
hey,
your posse.
you fucker. I'm the guy you said nope to. But anyways,
Remember me, motherfucker? You said nope.
but oh fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, to this day, she just they released a new album, which is pretty good, and like to this day, she doesn't want to listen to it.
Oh, your girlfriend?
My girlfriend, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Paula.
You can reach her at www. I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
Yeah, if someone's personality, like if I went out someone's kind of a shithead, it'd be hard for me to listen to their music also, though.
yeah.
I mean, it depends. It really depends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. He was a big fan of Coheed himself. He's got a tattoo on his arm
Oh, wow.
of the Keywork, which is their symbol.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
yeah, he's got a tattoo on his arm. He's saying how So I imagine that must have been like a dream come true or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but like, he's from San Francisco too, though.
No wonder.
Yeah. But
Are you gonna get a Soilwork tattoo? I mean, Soilwork.
sorry. Yeah, soil work.
Are you gonna get a Cody tattoo anytime soon? Soon? Soon.
Maybe.
Soon.
Maybe.
Soon.
Yeah. Like, I could definitely see myself with a Keywork tattoo somewhere on me.
How about your neck?
Left butt cheek.
Left butt cheek?
Left butt cheek.
I know a guy.
You know a guy who does butt cheek tattoos?
Just right over your butthole. Your butthole being the center.
Yeah,
of
that'll
it.
be the center thing.
Yeah.
I'll get him that. See it.
Oh man.
Do they post the tattoo picture fan tattoos on their pages?
Every so often, if it's impressive enough,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I've seen some where like these guys have like whole sleeves that are really well done, and they'll post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure though. Think about the future, right? No, I can't talk.
They are my future. I'm a roadie for them one day.
I'm kind of interested in getting a new tattoo. I don't know what I want to get.
Yeah, should I bring the tissues?
Look, man, I'm sensitive.
Because you reacted so well.
I have a low
to your
threshold for pain,
first
right?
tattoo.
Look, they were cutting onions and giving my tattoo at the same time.
Onions were in the room.
I remember
know.
my grandma passing away at the
I
same
don't know what
time.
was going on, man. I have no idea what I want to get though. Like I know I want another tattoo.
Well, you should get some other white trash thing.
I'm super eager to
The
get
trailer.
more tattoos.
Just the ball.
I'm just gonna get a trailer ball like right on my forearm. I can do anything.
Any ideas?
I don't know. I'm thinking about a Confederate flag on my forehead.
Maybe a swastika right on my cheek.
You know the teardrop tattoo? I'm just gonna replace that teardrop with the swastika.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if
Yes,
they
for
would even do
sure.
that.
Don't think about your future.
Yeah. No, I don't know what I want. Like, there's a few things that I don't know I've gotten kind of good ideas on, but at the same time, I'm super into gaming, and there's a lot of gaming tattoos. There's a lot of fucking tattoos that reference video games, and there's a bunch of big video games that I'm into, but like as much as I'm into video games, I don't know if I'd ever want to permanently put something like a reference to one on my body.
Yeah. Well,
Because eventually I'm gonna fucking die and I'm gonna be put in a casket, and if I have like a fucking Mega Man on my neck, that might not bode well with my family.
You better do it now.
Yeah.
That visualization, I'm sold.
Yeah, it's just that it really is a lot to think about when it comes to the future. Because I don't know how I'm gonna be when I'm 60 years old. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be
that's
Mega Man.
Well, like
that's exactly why you should do it. Because you're 60. Who gives a fuck what you do?
Yeah.
You're gonna be old and fucking used up and useless.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I would say go for it, because as far as the technology has come, as far as tattoo removal has come, I can't imagine how it's going to be when you're 60.
I don't know, man. It's still scars and all that shit. And
That's
getting
why I'm
better.
saying,
They're getting better.
they're getting a lot better. That's why I'm saying, like, by the time you're 60 or however old you are, when you decide, like, this looks stupid as shit on me now.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who this Mega Man guy was.
Yeah.
He, by that time, you could. I'm sure it'll be look like nothing was ever there.
No, I'll always remember Mega Man. I mean, let's not get too hard ahead of ourselves.
Well, no,
I just don't know if I like it enough to want to put it on my body.
Well, the thing is, if you're questioning on whether or not you want to have that on your body at 60, that alone is a good enough reason not to do it if you're not sure, because that shit is going to be there forever. So just don't get anything you're not 100, because everything I have, I'm 110%.
Well, yeah, see, and that's how I am. It's like, there's a lot of cool ideas I've seen and that I've thought of that, I think, man, that would make an awesome fucking tattoo. I would love to have that as a tattoo. But I'm not that 110% sure. Like, I have one tattoo right now. It's Texas on my leg. It's the outline of Texas, and it has the flag on the inside of it. And I was absolutely 110% sure because I love Texas. I was born and raised in Texas. It's the only place I've ever lived. I've only left its border once, and that was to go to Florida. It was a straight drive to it, there and back. And that was a horrible experience. If we have any listeners in Florida, go fuck yourself.
I hate your state.
Yeah.
Kill yourself now.
Yeah, Disney was not a great experience. But no, I mean, I love Texas, and I love it enough to say, you know what, I do want that put on my body, because if for some reason I should ever leave and live somewhere else, I want to bring Texas with me. And, I will. I'll bring it with me in my spirit and the way I act and the things I say.
Your gun.
And now I have an image of it on my leg. Yeah.
I feel like meeting Claudio, if he's everything that I expect him to be, like, he's a nice guy and all that, I feel like that would seal the deal with me wanting to get a tattoo of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, then I'll be 100% certain, like, years from now, like, I'm going to be still a fan.
You know what you should do? You should bring a magic marker with you. When you see him, get him to sign your arm or like your shoulder or something, and then right above wherever he signs, get a tattoo of the Coheed and Cambria symbol.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that.
That'd be a real cool thing, and then have them tattoo over his signature.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be real cool, man.
Because he owns me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They have tattoos, right? All those dudes have tattoos, right?
Yeah, that's another cool thing about him is that, like, all the members, they all have the same tattoo. Like
Nice.
like the dragonfly, and then they added the keywork when that came in.
Are you gonna get that?
I don't know if I'll get that.
Nah, dude.
Because I'm not a member of the band. But
Well,
ask them permission.
If that's all you need, then you can be a member. You could be you play the tambourine or something.
yeah.
Or just hit the splash whenever they need.
Yeah.
Don't be a drummer, just hit
Splash.
Splash.
Just walk around with a
Splash.
cowbell. Needs more cowbell.
No, I actually know the perfect job for me. During one of their songs.
Cowboy.
No. It's Cymbal Boy, kind of.
Cymbal Boy.
Yeah, during some of their songs, the beat will just like stop, like the song will stop for just a second, and then it'll pick up again. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
I have no idea what you're talking
Like the music will be playing, and then it'll stop, and then they'll let the
audience
audience sing.
Yeah.
And then they'll start it again. Yeah. Okay. Well, every so often I see some guy from the backstage just climb up next to the drums, and then as soon as that part starts, when Josh hits the cymbal, he stops it so that everything's quiet, and then the
Nice.
audience members can come. So that should be my job.
Homeboy needs somebody else to stop his cymbal for him.
Yeah.
That's probably really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
He's
don't
like,
want him to
"Come
have
get this
that.
for me."
I don't want him to have that burden, man. He's got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff going on.
That's true.
What if you miss? Like he hits
You
that
had
cymbal.
one job.
He hits the cymbal. You grab the stand of it, not the cymbal itself.
Yeah, and then I panic and I
it's
knock
just-
it over.
And like as it's ringing, he's just staring into your eyes with this
Disappointment.
like this mix of disappointment and disgust, and you could tell like that's your job. You're done.
Yeah.
It's over. That's as far as you were
Yeah.
going. With
And then,
them.
like,
they're
Claudio-
kicking you off the tour tonight, wherever city you're in. You live there now.
Yeah. And the rest of the band just like turns towards me and does the same thing.
Claudio just shakes his head in disapproval,
Yeah.
and
They stop the set right there.
they pay for your tattoo removal.
Yeah, that's never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the job for me.
We're checking on a Grammy update.
Best documentary just went to Amy Winehouse.
Fuck yeah!
I heard it was good.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah.
I gotta watch it, man. There's so many of these movies I gotta catch up on.
Yeah,
I heard it was really good though.
yeah. I don't know if it's like a. It's just about her life, right?
Yeah, it's not. I think that
It's not going on about like addiction. About what was she
no,
addicted to?
no. I think it's mostly about her addiction.
Mostly about that.
That's what I've heard. I could be
Okay.
completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Yeah, about her, about how she got back into it.
Are we sure that it was her? Like, was there a Courtney Love involved? Like in Soaked in Bleach?
Well, how did she overdosed? Right?
Look it up. Nick.
Yeah, she overdosed. Look that up,
Alright.
Jamie. I mean,
Yeah.
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 All right.
So it had something to do with some kind of. I want to say.
no, I'm pretty sure she overdosed. Oh,
Actually,
she mixed drugs. That's what happened.
Is that what happened?
I'm pretty sure she makes pills.
We're
and alcohol.
about to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I'm not
God,
the
you
best.
fucking slow fuck.
Look, come on.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, yeah, it won best documentary.
I think it had to. It was probably the most serious one, isn't it?
Well, but I'm pretty sure all of them were serious, but probably because of how big of a name she was. Because I
Yeah.
mean, the other ones weren't that
Yeah.
like.
I haven't heard of any of those.
Yeah, me neither.
And I'm a big documentary guy. Like, I love documentaries.
Any.
Cause of death: alcohol intoxication.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
She died from overdosing on alcohol. You can alcoholic poisoning or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's pretty common.
Damn.
And marijuana is still illegal.
But yeah.
Not
That's,
for long.
when did she die?
At least 4 years ago. Like 4.5 years ago.
She was 27 when I have 2011.
So 5 years
Is
ago.
that what it was?
Yeah,
Which-
that sounds right.
I was actually not sad, but like disappointed that she had died because she was actually really talented.
She was very talented, but man, people like that, I don't know.
And for the amount of alcohol that she was supposedly consuming,
Yeah.
had very minimal effect on her voice. Like there was never a time where like I ever heard anybody go like, "Man, her voice sounds tired." Because I heard that alcohol like is bad for singers.
She's part of that 27 club too.
Yeah.
What's that?
The celebrities that died at 27. Kurt Cobain, Lane Stanley.
Oh yeah,
I
wasn't
think
Joe Rogan
Lane
talking
Stanley-
about that?
I don't
Jimi
know.
Hendrix.
Yeah, he was talking about that with that Jenny chick, that
I don't
Jenny
know.
Johnson chick,
Mm-hmm.
the like professional troll chick.
Yeah.
He was saying like, man, 27's a bad age for these
Yeah.
musicians.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. Who else is there?
What's his name?
Kurt
Jimi
Cobain.
Hendrix, Kurt
Kurt Cobain.
Cobain.
I think Lane Stanley died from Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. Please don't send me any emails.
Give me a few minutes, twatters, and I'll see if I can look up a list of.
No, that's all of them.
Well, Jimi Hendrix and Kurt Cobain, supposedly Kurt Cobain, even
Yeah.
though that documentary shed some new light on it. But heroin's a real problem for these guys. Like, what's the deal with
Yeah,
that?
it's definitely not a good thing to do.
I thought it was. Who knew?
I thought it was just such a comforting drug.
Yeah.
No, you know what, man? I have a big problem with people that are glorifying the addiction. Like, Kurt Cobain is so influential, and alcohol. I mean,
Oh, there's an entire wiki page on this. It's called the 27 Club. If any of you guys are interested, go ahead and get on Wikipedia and look up the 27 Club. It'll show you all this bullshit.
yeah, that's definitely worth checking out. Oh, that's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot of people. Some of the bigger names: Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison,
Yep.
Kurt Cobain. Man,
Lane Stanley, right?
uh,
Can you confirm or deny Lane Stanley?
Lynn Stanley. It's in no order, so it might take me a minute.
We're waiting patiently
No,
on the edge of our seats. On the edge of our seats for Lane Stanley. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying,
Fat Pat. Oh snap!
yeah, he's fat.
Amy Winehouse is now a member.
Skinny hair. These celebrities are so influential, and it seems like people are like, oh, that person's really a really good writer or a really good musician. I want to do drugs just like them, and that is a serious fucking problem. Like, these dumb fucking kids are looking up to these celebrities, and they're taking their cues off them, and man, it is so crazy. Like, I know Kurt Cobain, I think they said on some documentary that he influenced like 20-something
Yeah,
suicides.
after he died. Yeah.
Yeah, I've known a couple of chicks who have had heroin problems, and it's always been like, it's not that bad. Such and such did it, or this writer did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
And look how they ended up.
yeah, like that's not. If you need to be fucking high on something to be artistic, you're not fucking artistic enough. Do something else.
Well, I think it goes with that whole thing. Like, I don't know the exact quote, but like I heard a lot of people actually say like, "There's no true art without tragedy,"
Yeah.
or something like that. You know, like you just have to be in a place like that to really
Sometimes.
get like going back to the subject of Coheed, like some of his best work was done when he was like when his wife left him and like the band was in shambles. Not his wife at the time, his girlfriend just left him at the
Didn't she cheat on him?
no.
Are you gonna bring that up?
It's like, Bill Cosby, some of his best work was done under the influence. I mean, he wasn't under the influence, but someone was.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like the album that a lot of people love is that was like it's just a very dark, angry album. Like you could just tell how pissed and hurt he was and all that shit.
Yeah.
And do you think that has something to do with creativity? Like, does that have
Certainly.
like are you more likely to make better art when you're in a darker place than you are when you're happy? I mean, like.
Well, I think I think you need an outlet when those things happen, but I think those people were already incredibly artistically talented or creative in some way, and I think when shit hit the fan for them, I think it's just it feels good to sit there and write. Like I write a lot. I know a lot of people that write and play music and shit like that, or draw when they're feeling like crap. Like you fall into your hobbies.
Everybody has their vices and their niches and different ways of outlet.
Because then there's also people that really have never dealt with shit except for the very thing that they feel is making them artistic, which is drugs. It's like people. There's like people have a low tolerance for any type of emotional pain or fucked up thing that's happened to them. So
And I understand that too, because like for my little sister, she's also going to the art institute. She's pretty artistic herself. All she does is draw all day, and she doesn't need a fucking drug dependency to get her creative juices flowing. I mean,
could you imagine her on drugs? How awesome!
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Dude, let's get his little sister high.
Has she been introduced to cocaine? I'm just curious.
I think that's the wrong.
Excuse me. Have you tried black tar heroin?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, God forbid, like something like that happens. But let me give her a plug real quick.
Yeah.
Lauren, my sister, Lauren Garcia, she has her own little business where if you have any kind of parties and when you're also need like daisy cakes, some services from them, you can also ask for my sister and her services. She's it's called Lauren's Fun Faces. She likes to paint. She gives face paintings and drawings and stuff like that. She has her own cutouts that she can rent to you and stuff like that.
She'll draw some sick graffiti all over your face. It's quite the business.
Yeah, definitely check her out. She's on Facebook too, on Lauren's Fun Faces.
I didn't know she had an actual business of doing that. I thought she just did that thing at the at that place.
At that one place.
that one
she
place.
I don't want to say it.
I don't want to name drop.
Well, sure, that's her job now. She paints faces at the zoo.
Whoa! Go ahead.
Well, she paints faces somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. But she, she has her own kind of business going now. That's what she does. She shows up to parties and paints faces.
Yeah. She gets paid for it, right?
Of course.
She doesn't just show up to that.
No, if you just give her some of the food, she'll be fine.
She's 600 pounds. We'll work for food.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lauren. I love you.
Are you gonna show your sister any of these?
She likes our page.
Oh really?
Yeah, she likes.
She has
the
a
page.
Facebook. I didn't even know she has a Facebook.
Did she actually listen to any of it though?
I don't know.
You should ask her. Ask her tonight.
Yeah, but I'll tell her I gave her a plug. And anyways, but yeah, like heroin's a problem.
Yeah. I concur.
Yeah.
It's definitely not good.
Nick, do you agree?
I don't know, man. I think it should already be legalized. I mean, come on. Alcohol's legalized. Why not heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing says partay like black tar heroin.
Actually, there was a conversation the other day. I don't have a lot of information on this at all. But someone somewhere would, like I said, I guess we could speak up more on it on a different podcast when I get more information. But for now, we're just gonna have to settle with my vague information. Mm-hmm. But someone somewhere, there was rumor that they were trying to organize maybe a hospital or like a medical facility where they would be able to safely administer heroin to people.
Was it heroin or was it the drug to replace heroin?
No, it was heroin because, I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but from what I heard, it was there was a group of people who were saying, basically, there's a lot of drug addicts out there and they're finding ways to get heroin, and they do it in such dangerous environments. It's heroin's already enough of a life risk, a risk on one's life. They hate to see the dangerous things that they have to go through in order to get it. So they were talking about creating a safe place for people to have it administered to them.
So do they bring their own heroin, or do they provide them the heroin?
I think the place would provide them the heroin. Like I said, I could be wrong. I don't have a lot of information, and perhaps on a later podcast we could talk more on it when I do get more information.
That's interesting.
But I thought I should just put that out there in case one of our listeners wanted to look that up and get a little bit more information. That way, next time we talk about it, they could twat me how wrong I am.
Yeah, I don't want to exclude any of our heroin addict fans.
Yeah.
But that sounds kind of crazy. I guess if they already have the heroin
addiction.
If they already have it. Oh, the thing is, I don't think you should be able to show up somewhere and they're like, give me some heroin.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. But
that's what I said, because that sounds like a fucking crazy idea where where you could just show up somewhere and be like, look, I'm already a heroin addict, so just let me do it here safely. But at the same time, it does sound like a good alternative, to what they are doing, and if this place really does have a good heart or a good mission guide or something like that, where they they're letting people do it, but they're letting people do it in a controlled environment with a controlled amount, and they offer these people assistance to help get weaned off or to help quit and have them quit. By all means, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah. I don't know so much about the, them just providing free heroin to people, but
there's a big deal. I know in parts of Europe, at some point in time, they had dispensaries with those little where you get soda and chips and shit from. What are those things called?
Vending machines.
Vending machines. There you go. Yeah. They had vending machines for needles and shit because heroin was such a huge fucking issue that it was spreading HIV because people would use dirty, nasty needles. So not only are you getting fucked up, you're spreading this nasty shit. So I could see how that happens, and I don't know.
Wasn't there an incident not too long ago where they were I think in Mardi Gras or something like that? Any place where there was a big gathering, a festival or something like that? Yeah, these fuck faces with HIV positive needles just sticking people. Going through the fucking.
Oh, you know what? I did hear about that.
Was that a serious thing?
No, I think that was a Mardi Gras thing.
Pull that up, Nick.
Jamie, pull it, young Jamie.
That's gonna be a really vague search I'm about to do.
It got really bad not too long ago. I want to say 2 years ago.
It's just not a rumor, a myth or something.
We're about to find out. Well, that's what I heard about it. When I was traveling to Alabama and back on the train, one of the stops that I stopped at in New Orleans was New Orleans, and my mom always told me be careful because they're doing that shit. Because no matter what time of year it is, if it's on a weekend or something like that, New Orleans is always crowded, especially in the French Quarter. So. You're always just walking extremely close by these people, and I was like, man, I can understand how easy it is to just stick somebody.
Did you ever look this up, or is this just something your mother told you?
I didn't look it up, but I saw some articles about it.
Okay, well, let's spread this rumor though. No, he's looking it up right now. Nah. That sounds like an old wives' tale, though. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong.
And it was at gas stations too. Well, no, that was on Facebook. I shouldn't say that.
I remember because I'm
not reliable at all.
I remember a long time there was rumors about the ball pits at Chuck E. Cheese or McDonald's.
They had the same thing.
There were snakes or heroin needles that were HIV positive or that had drugs in them. But I don't really know. Nick, are you finding anything on that?
I didn't find anything on a mass thing going on or at a big event.
But it's happened.
It has happened. Yeah. Actually, this one, if it weren't so fucked up, it'd be kind of funny. There was a man in Seattle who was stabbed by a woman in front of a store, and as she stabbed him with an HIV positive needle, she said, "Welcome to the HIV club,
motherfucker."
Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise, motherfucker! Yeah, so
oh, that's horrible.
That's pretty fucked up.
Did they have a ongoing relationship, or is it just a complete stranger?
It seemed like it was a complete stranger, white female, mid to late 20s, 5'6", medium build. Yeah, they have a bunch of vague information, so obviously he wasn't able to identify her. Mm-hmm.
That's a really weird introduction into a club, though.
Police
you gotta initiate somehow.
Yeah, police reports say
talk about hazing.
Stabbed him, said "Welcome to the HIV club," and then ran away.
That sounds so made up.
That sounds like it's almost a prank.
Is that an Onion article?
Yeah. No, it's on a daily news
Yeah, it looks like a legit site.
It's a legit site.
It sounds like satire though. That's
I didn't
fucking-
know. Dave Grohl just performed at the Oscars.
Who do you perform with?
He's singing Blackbird.
Oh man, the guy was with his girlfriend too. That would suck. Can you imagine getting stabbed by an HIV needle in front of your girlfriend?
Fuck.
Just
She's
watch-
gonna dump your ass right
Just
there.
watching all her sexual desires slip away.
You know that HIV is actually not as big of a problem as it was though in the 60s though. Like it's no longer a death sentence.
It got to the point where it was scary.
Yeah.
Like it was an
Yeah.
epidemic. Like nobody knew. Like all these people were dropping dead, and they're like,
Yeah.
"The fuck's going on here?"
Mhm.
Uh,
Do you think Magic Johnson actually had it?
what are you, an AIDS denier?
Well, people are saying that he didn't really have it because he's saying he's cured of it now.
Yeah.
I
well,
believe so.
you never become cured of it. You
Yeah,
just-
that exactly. So
Uh.
that he's saying that he's rid of it now, and people were like, "That's impossible."
Well,
probably never had
he
it.
may have misspoken because if you have it, you never have. You can never the signs of it go away. Like when they test you, it can be like to the point where it's unreadable. I don't want to talk out of I don't want to talk out of context because I'm not a fucking biologist or a
Yeah.
AIDS specialist.
Yeah, it wasn't until like the celebrities started dropping dead from it that that it became like they're like, shit, everybody's getting this.
Yeah.
And at first they thought it was like a homosexual
AIDS,
disease.
AIDS,
Yeah, they
AIDS,
called it
AIDS,
gay
AIDS,
cancer
AIDS,
at one point. Yeah,
AIDS,
that's
AIDS,
what they
AIDS,
did. Shut up.
AIDS.
But yeah, that like they thought it was just like homosexual behavior that was starting that, and then we're like, nope, fuckers are needles, you know, the drugs and shit like that. That's essentially like they're basically boiled it down to like people just party too hard.
Yeah.
Whichever way they were partying,
Yeah.
they probably got it somehow. Like
Man.
I know like Freddie Mercury
Yeah.
from Queen. That was a big deal
Yep, yeah.
when he died. And you said you didn't know what Bohemian Rhapsody was about, right?
Yeah, you
like-
explained it.
Yeah, like
Do you want to
he-
explain to the viewers?
Yeah, well, for those of y'all who know Bohemian Rhapsody or the band Queen,
Mama.
yeah, just killed the man. Yeah, that was essentially like his farewell to saying that he knew he was gonna die.
Mhm.
He knew he was dying, and I'll never forget. Like there's this one YouTube clip of him like on tour, like about for like the benefits of like giving money for the benefit of AIDS research.
Mhm.
And he was doing a concert for that, and he was singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and he just like broke down crying.
Oh,
It
man.
was horrible because it
That's
wasn't
so
because
fucking sad.
it wasn't long after that he eventually did die from it, and fuck, just singing that song, it's just him knowing that he's gonna die, and he's afraid of what's gonna happen to him,
Yeah.
of the great unknown, whatever.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking bummer.
Yeah, AIDS sucks.
Yeah, fuck you, AIDS.
AIDS killed my mother and raped my father.
Rape my dog.
But I mean, fortunately, we live in a time now where, like I said earlier, it's no longer a death sentence. You can live for as long as you fucking want.
Yeah.
I mean, not as long as you want, but as long as you were normally gonna live. It's no longer this big fucking thing.
Mhm.
I mean, it's obviously it still sucks dick. It's not a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still a big deal, but like you said,
Modern
it's
medicine
no
has
longer-
advanced enough to where you can still live under these conditions. You can still,
They can
You know,
keep it at bay.
yeah.
It's
if,
awesome.
if you catch anything early enough, I mean, the probability of you living is exponentially higher than what it would have been, hundreds of years in the past, or even a
Yeah,
few
even-
decades ago.
Yeah, even 30 years ago,
Yeah.
HIV was a death sentence.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, yeah, it sucks, but you can live your life.
Yeah, and the same's starting to apply for cancer. I mean, here in Texas, we have one of the best cancer institutes,
Yeah.
in the entire
H-Town?
U.S. Yeah,
That's the best thing about us, man, is our medical system.
yeah,
Yeah.
We have such
People
a
come from all
great
over the world.
And
medical-
our death sentences.
Yeah.
Both sides of the spectrum.
No, I never-
We'll save your life and end it
Yeah.
in the same place.
That's funny. I never even thought about that. It's like, but like one of the things that we're known for, people get flown over here all the time
Mhm.
for our medical center.
Yeah,
But we're also the number one fucking state that puts people to death.
Yeah.
Not that they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty interesting. So this is ending.
Are you gonna?
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
wrap it up?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're working on all the little kinks and stuff, so it gives time. Well, hopefully next time we'll have an intro worked out. But I think we're gonna start doing these every Sunday, I believe. Right?
Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
We'll try and get them scheduled, or even if we don't get them done, like every Sunday. We'll try and get a few of them recorded and release them at least once a week.
Yeah, definitely once a week.
Just to begin with. But
we really hope you guys are enjoying this. You know,
Yeah,
but give us feedback. You
yeah,
know,
definitely give us feedback
share
on
it.
Facebook, YouTube. We have it both set. We have them both posted there.
Yeah.
So give us feedback. Hit us up in the comment section. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like.
Send us death threats.
Yeah, yeah, that's we're open to that. Any kind of
Yeah.
response. You know,
If you want us to get AIDS,
yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
If you know, if you guys have any questions you want to ask us, you know, about our
Any names you want to
point of
call
views,
us?
yeah, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
Dick pics.
Or if you're interested, if you're more interested in any of the information that we have for some of the people we've endorsed, Lorenzo's sister with her face painting, or my girlfriend and with Daisy Cakes, or Joe Rogan, we can hit you up with his podcast.
And once again, we're really sorry about Chris. Rest in peace, Chris.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Helicopter Chris, man, we'll always remember you, dude.
We love you, man.
Yeah.
We love you so
right,
much.
so-
Thanks you guys for tuning in to another episode.
Share it,
of
like it, subscribe it.
This is gonna die.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
take it easy, folks.
You fucks.